This is the Nikon D3100 with the Yongnuo 50mm f1.8 lens. Let's go take some awesome photos with this great budget combo. So this is my daughter, and honestly, the images out of this thing can be really good. So I use a lot of images that are going to have that lower aperture, so the f1.8 is going to be the lowest I go this whole video because that's what that lens can do. And I'm going to adjust the shutter speed when I get a chance, but honestly, it's more of, I used to have a Nikon camera. I had the 3300 when I first started out, and I eventually sold that. And now I'm a Sony user, but I am finding budget Nikon cameras. I also have a Canon as well, but I'm finding that they feel more real, like they have emotion to them, which is crazy because the more expensive cameras can do so as well, but it's something about them not being perfect that can make these photos feel more real. And again, here's my daughter. She's going up the slide, confused why I'm taking pictures of her, and she's having a good time. There's even a picture of a tomato right here, so enjoy that. And I think this is my favorite one, just her dragging the lawnmower. Oh, also this little photo shoot right here with the toy house, like, love it. Most of them are black and white here because it just feels like there's more to feel when there's no color. And my son found a worm, so here's that. He really enjoyed that. This next image, I liked how it was framed with the wire, and here's my husband and my son. Great for portrait photography if you're looking to do that. That's really what this lens is for. With that low aperture, you can get a blurry background, and it's a nice focal length because with this camera, it does increase the size of the focal range. So instead of it being 50mm, it's really going to be times 1.53, I believe. And the kids love the water. They were having a great time with that. And just all smiles, and you'll even notice sometimes, like, this camera isn't going to be in focus all of the time, which you'll see in these photos coming up here. I asked my husband to chase my daughter, and you'll see some of it's a little out of focus, but the imperfections mean more to me. Like, they're still a little in focus, which is good. And I think this camera and lens combo makes it a little slow to focus. So if you're having people run, this probably isn't the ideal way to do it. But if they are standing pretty still like these images, they're going to turn out great. And here's an overview of all that I took, about 2 seconds for each photo. It just feels real. It makes me happy as a mom. Like, all these emotions, just like, these are pictures in our backyard, but I'm gonna be able to print them off because they're nice looking. They're gonna be memories that I'm able to show my children when they grow up. And overall, I think that is really just the purpose of this kind of camera with that lens. You can do more special events if you want, but ultimately I think this is going to be geared towards people who want photos for themselves or a hobby per se, and I love it. I think this is going to be the camera I recommend plus the lens combo. Like, this is a fairly newer camera. I think it came out in 2010 if I remember correctly, and I think it's going to be a great budget option for those trying to get into photography. I think the camera right now you can get around $100, and then the lens you can also get for $100. So that would be around $200, but I was able to get mine for about $50 for each, and that was in the used market for, I think that would be $100 total. And yeah, just these images for $100, that's a steal. Like, okay, I did have to buy the SD card, the extra $10, but just the emotions this can capture. This is really where I want to be. It's a budget option to get memories of my children, and yeah, this is where I want to be. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you're going to love this one right here. I do the same thing but with a different lens and same camera.